Today we are exploring the House of a Thousand Swords, one of the 5 canon factions in Era of the Obelisk, a faction-based Souls-like game currently being developed on Roblox. If you love games like Rogue Lineage and Deep Woken, then this is a game you need to know about, so check out my first video for an explanation. The House of a Thousand Swords is a faction built on faith, discipline, and absolute devotion to the Emperor. They are the righteous warriors of this world, upholding justice and wielding divine power in their battle against corruption. Unlike other factions that use forbidden arts or dark magic, the House channels the divine light, making them both feared and respected across the land. They believe it is their sacred duty to purge all that is wicked, and they follow their leaders with unwavering loyalty. To an outsider, they may seem like holy knights, but the truth is, their faith is absolute, and absolute faith can be dangerous. The House of a Thousand Swords isn't just a band of warriors. They are a structured militant force with a hierarchy that ensures discipline. At the core of their power is the Statue of Light, a divine monument that grants those worthy enough the ability to wield radiant magic. These warriors, known as Radiant Guardians, are chosen through rigorous trials that test their faith, willpower, and combat prowess. Once chosen, they become more than just warriors. They become divine champions. Their abilities allow them to harness the power of the sun, creating beams of light, enhancing themselves with flames, and create shields of light. They are living proof of the Emperor's power, and their presence alone is enough to turn the tide of battle. Like any great faction, the House of a Thousand Swords is led by powerful figures. At the top, we have HR, Supreme Commander, Yozo, the Light, the closest warrior to the Emperor himself. Yozo is the undisputed leader of the house and the one who ensures their faith remains unshaken. There can only be one Supreme Commander at a time, meaning Yozo is one of the most powerful figures in the entire world of Era of the Obelisk. HR, Knight of the Light, Res of the Istants. If Yozo is the Supreme Commander, then Res is his right hand. As the Knight of the Light, he has met the Emperor on multiple occasions and holds deep knowledge about their faction's true purpose. Like Yozo, there can only be one Knight of the Light at any time. HR, Grand Commander, Slax the Shameful, a brilliant strategist who has climbed the ranks, but his title raises an interesting question. Why is he called the Shameful? Is it a mark of past failure? Or is there something more hidden in the house's history? The House of a Thousand Swords isn't without opposition, struggle against 2 key factions. The Church of Crimson Blood. To the House, this faction represents everything they stand against. They see them as heretics who wield unholy power, and many of the House's warriors are specifically trained to counter their dark abilities. The Palace of the Seven Evils. Though not as directly opposed, the House also despises the Palace due to its association with the Church. They see them as manipulators of chaos, an enemy that must be watched carefully. The House of a Thousand Swords serves the Emperor without question. But what if the Emperor himself is not what he once was? It is stated that long ago he was a righteous ruler, but something changed. In his pursuit of power, he consumed the essence of a forbidden cult, absorbing their knowledge and magic. This act transformed him into something beyond human, something far more powerful, but also far more terrifying. And yet, the House of a Thousand Swords remains loyal. Do they truly believe he is still the divine ruler he once was? Or are they simply following orders because their faith blinds them to the truth? This is one of the greatest mysteries surrounding this faction. The House of a Thousand Swords is one of the most intriguing factions in Era of the Obelisk. They are powerful, righteous, and devoted to their cause. But their absolute faith, while being their source of power, might also be their greatest weakness. As the game continues development, we'll likely uncover more about their leaders, their enemies, and whether the emperor they serve is truly the god they believe him to be. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we'll be diving into one of their greatest enemies, the Church of Crimson Blood. Who are they? And why do they oppose the House of a Thousand Swords? Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.